Well, started soldering my track together, all the rail joiners. Everything's done except for this stretch here to there. But I'm gonna wait with soldering. So I got the main line soldered up. I got to do this one yet, but I'm gonna wait with all the siding tracks and switch tracks on the inside, just in case they change it up. I don't know what I want to do yet. But at least the main line will be done, so I can probably start ballasting, getting the main line secured down and ballasted, and then I'll start work on the inside. But once I get done soldering here, I'll clean up the track with some iso alcohol, just to get the tracks really clean and spotless. Get all that off, and then probably run a train on it a few times just to make sure everything works. And then eventually I'll be painting the track. So I've kind of tested to see what color I want to paint the track. It's kind of like a primer rust color. I think it was a little too orangish looking. Then I got another primer, but that turned out shiny, and I do not like that. But I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm not sure. I kind of like that color. I think it looks good. I'm gonna put a train car in there. I think that color is gonna look a little better. Get the rusty color and then whatever color that was, but I don't know. There's the rust color off the. I think it just looks too rusty color looking, so I might do that color there. So these are the three colors I did. I think I'm gonna choose this one here. It's not automotive primer. And then you got this one, which I think is too brown, too reddish. Then I got this coffee bean matte, but it's a little too shiny, I think. It's not right. Well, got the track all cleaned of all the flux and everything. Everything's soldered except for the switching yards. But the main line's soldered, so we're going to give it a test here. Just going to try regular DC first to make sure everything's going to... And again, this is just one power feed, so it's kind of asking a lot, but... I don't know if the motor bearings or the engine's a little noisy. Still gotta file down and sand some of the rails, so that's probably why you're gonna hear a little bit louder clickety clack than normal. I flipped the switch, so we'll test the inner loop. The outer loop worked just fine. And the inner loop works pretty good. See if the other side of the crossover works. And it does, so I'm gonna try DCC next and run some passenger cars. Well, before it's working on DCC, running my Irish locomotive and passenger cars. The soundboard, it's a 567 in that, but it's a 16 cylinder. I just put a board that my dad had laying around. We just threw it in there to hear what it sounds like. Eventually I got to get the correct board. It's supposed to have a 8-cylinder 567. I think some models did come with a 645 as well. So, gotta look up and see what this number, what it should have had in it. And the horn that I was blowing to is not the correct horn either. It's just as close as I could get to. Lock sound makes the correct board for it. You got the Stone Depot. I had to ship it over from the UK. It's made by Bachmann. So we can test the inner loop. Looks pretty good.